Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Mad Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Today I'm going to put out my top 5 run plays video. I wanted to do this video for a little bit of time. I have my top 10 run plays on Patreon already because I've been recording so much stuff from my upcoming ebooks and my upcoming video, full video breakdowns. All that information is in the description below if you guys want to check that out. But like I said, they're not out yet, so keep that in mind. But within a couple of days, I'm going to have playbooks, all 32 playbooks I'm going to have done on my personal site. And then, like I said, the corresponding video breakdowns here on my YouTube and on my Patreon. Check that out down below if you want to check that out. Other than that, like I said, I'm going to do my top 5 run plays. I typically don't do it till a little bit later in the year, but like I said, I have so much extra stuff. I really want to get that out now. If you want to see top 5 pass plays, top 5 defenses, hit the like button and I'll do that next. This is obviously easy for me because, like I said, I'm basically just reusing video that's going to be in my ebooks and stuff anyway. So, if you want to see that, hit the like button and I'll do that next. Other than that, let's go ahead and let's get into the video. Next up, we got the Pistol Weak triple option. This is a play that is one of my personal favorite plays going back to last year. I used this play and pretty much a toss play, maybe the inside zone, pretty much all year because I'm in the Panthers playbook right now. And if you know my channel, I love the Panthers playbook. It's to me the best running playbook in the game. So I'm going to pick that. And we're going to pick random 4-3. So basically, this play is really easy to run. I'm just going to make my determination as I come to the line of scrimmage where I'm going with the ball. And it's pretty simple. I'm pretty much looking at my blocking. Is Olsen outside of the furthest box defender? That's how I make my decision if I'm going to go that side, and he is. So we're pretty much just going to hold that, hit the turbo button. There, I cut it a little bit close, but it's a really consistent play. This is more the consistent play. The other side's more like the home run play. You know what I mean? I have my lesser back here. I have a little bit more of a power back. Where on the other side, I'm going to be kicking it to my speed back. But like I said, anytime I have outside containment on this side, it's a really money run. I mean, you're going to get close. You're going to get 5 to 10 on average, easy. So this is, like I said, this is the bread and butter. If I want to hit it to the other side, I have that option too, and I'll show you how to do that now. If I want to go to the other side, I mean, to me, it really doesn't matter because your quarterback's going to start with the ball, then you got to get that pitch out. So it doesn't really matter if you have outside containment. It really matters more what that outside defender does. So like I said right here, he hesitated at first before crashing down to try to take away the quarterback, and I just flip it out. So this particular part of it, you probably got to lab a little bit more. A lot of people don't necessarily, do this, do the triple option or the read option or flipping the ball out as smoothly as I'm doing now. Because I've been running this play for 2 years. I could run this play with my eyes closed. I know the reads. I know the timing. I know what the defense is going to do. You have to perfect these things. So without a doubt, if you're gonna try your hand at a triple option, and believe me, there's a lot of triple options in the game this year. It's probably like 4 or 5 formations that look just like this. So if your playbook has a triple option, it's probably just as nasty. You just have to lab it and get the reads down and get the timing down. So I would like to go, I'd like to go this side. Like I said, right there, that's perfect because the defender really followed the quarterback or the first handoff. So that's really going to be best to keep it. To me, without a doubt, though, this is one of the most explosive run plays in the game, and you really have consistent, and explosive capabilities on both sides of the ball. Next up, we got the Saints Halfback Zone.
Here we go.
This play here, it essentially operates like a stretch. I mean, it looks like I'm in man coverage, so I'll have the best option to just run this outside right here. I forgot to put my running back and then I got lit up on top of it. But, I mean, that's, really simple run play. You can flip it if it's not a man. You can flip it back to the receivers and it'll probably be the most effective. Unlike stretch plays, though, it does kind of pull you inside. It's not necessarily the most effective stretch play, but if it's what you have, it's what you have. And you can see, I mean, it's obviously giving you really good blocking. So one more time, like I said, it's pulling me up into that alley. Like right there, there's a huge lane, so I have no issue being pulled into that lane. But you don't always have that. Sometimes you got to bounce it outside, and the way that the play's going is it kind of fights you on that a little bit. But like I said, it's also, the inside lanes are pretty effective. It's pretty effective blocking. Definitely a good play. Like I say right there, if I flip it back, it shoots me right for that gap that was already there between the linemen and the receivers. So it's a lot easier to run that way based off of the way that the handoff is played than it is to run the other way. Like I said, I mean, obviously I want to run it that way from time to time, but it really helps out to run it in the direction that they're suggesting. If I had a faster guy, if I had McCaffrey in there, I probably would have been gone. So like I said, big gap over there. That's the gap it's shooting for. So I might as well. And sure enough, I mean, that's just easy mode. Like I said, if I had McCaffrey, I might be going on these runs. Next up, we got the Halfback Power O. This play, I think it's best if you flip it and you run it. Typically, you're going to run it inside if your blocking sets up a little better. It didn't really set up great right there. But if you flip it and you watch that defensive end, I know I have a safety coming down this time, but if you flip it and you watch that defensive end, a lot of times that'll determine whether you're going to go inside or outside. And typically with the Power O, you want to go inside. And once you get that, I mean, if you get 70 there to get his block, you can see how he springs you. That's pretty much how this play is going to set up. And it's pretty consistent every time. I mean, right there, like I said, I had two guys. I had to take the inside guy. If only 12 would have moved on after if he cleaned out that first block, I probably would have been going. This is one of the better runs, most consistent runs in the game. And like I said, I mean, there's just so much space inside. It's one of the best inside runs. Let's go ahead and let's do this a couple more times. Like I said, the way that they just clear out a hole. I didn't get a ton there, but it's just so easy. It's like they're paving a path of gold. Like I said, I mean, there's just so much space before I get to that second level, and I get to that second level so quickly.
20.
Let's do that one more time. Like I said, 70. You know, sometimes he's kind of aimless. I wish he would get up the field a little bit quicker. But other than that, I mean, he's helping clear out that block, I guess, and then it's just speed to the edge. I mean, this to me is one of the most consistent runs in the game. Next up out of the single back dice slot, we have the Halfback Toss Crack. I mean, he's just gonna, this receiver's gonna come in, seal that edge, and then a lot of times, I mean, you just have daylight. You know what I mean? Like, this is just real easy. And I'm going against a 3-4, so I actually made the formation a little bit heavier than normal. But you can see the potential. So it's going to do this a couple times. Like I said, he just really, I mean, that receiver really clears out that linebacker. And it's just like nothing but space. And like I said, they have a bigger formation than I do, so it shouldn't be that way. But nothing really to this play. Just, hike the ball, and you're basically sprinting outside. Like right there, I mean, that guy spun off that first one, made it a little bit of an issue for the next blocker. But the way this hole can set up can be pretty amazing. It's typically inside. It's typically not to the outside like you would typically think a toss play would be. But it's typically right in this gap, and that's not going to happen here because that safety is going to probably mess the whole thing up. But he didn't. Look at that. It picked it up without a flaw. It's said, very impressive. Very impressive play. Here we go. One time, cover 3. Like I said, he'll turn that dude back, and I'm just sprinting in the field of flowers, man. Like there's nothing around me at all. Really good play. Next up, we got the Halfback Wham. I'm not a huge fan of wham plays, but I mean, it's a good enough play. I'm just not really a wham person. It's not really the play I like to run, but I always point it out because there's a lot of people that swear by this play. And I'm sure there's different. I mean, it's almost like a trap play. I personally am not a huge trap play person either. I don't really think that's the way this year either. But like I said, I'm always going to call this play out just in case there are people that like to run this. But it is a good run play. You can see I get a good couple yards inside. Anytime you have traps and wham plays, they're pretty decent. But like right there, so I finally get my big run. But I'm always trying to bounce it outside anyway. But still, you can see there's definitely times you're going to have holes. So let's do that again. I got a guy coming off the edge. We'll see if that messes things up. Like I said, sticky blocking inside, so I'm going to take it outside. Find my own path. Definitely a huge cutback lane. So like I said, good play. Maybe it's just me on the sticks though. I don't know, because that was definitely not where the play was designed to go. So guys coming down again one more time. And there, it's just, yeah, it's good. It's definitely a good play. Like I said, you got to make your own path, but there's definitely some sticky blocking in there. Let's do that one more time. Like I said, there's the inside, and I'm going to make that dude miss and make him hesitate, and I'm gone. So the Halfback Wham, definitely a good play. I take back everything I said earlier in the video. nasty run. Getting lots of big time runs inside. So that's it. That's the video. If you guys want to see more top fives, let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button and I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.